Today I'm going to be ranking every single time Muscle Man crashes out in regular show from worst to best. I have had this type of video requested many times, mainly by just one person in a lot of videos, but either way, ask for it and you shall receive. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at every single time Muscle Man just, loses his cool a little bit too much, does his typical, his screams, and he starts freaking out. And if you like videos just like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. At 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to be cosplaying as Benson and drinking the Mississippi Queen. And if you want a place where you could just share and talk about shows that you like, movies that you like, games that you like, give me video ideas, give me hot takes, whatever you really want, my Discord will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's rank every single time Muscle Man crashes out in regular show.
The last few weeks I've spent with you have been the best few weeks of my life.
And at number 18 is from the episode Me Amadeus, and during the big shootout against the FNAF animatronics who have just finally came back, we get a small moment in between Mordecai and Margaret's big conversation, their big breakup, with just Muscle Man spinning in circles, shooting an Uzi.
The last few weeks I've spent with you have been the best few weeks of my life.
And it's a very short moment, that's why it's ranking at the bottom, but it's really hilarious nonetheless, so I at least had to put it on here.
What's up?
Things are really bad. We need backup now.
And at number 17 is going to be the wedding freakout from the episode Dumped at the Altar, and this one is only about like 10 seconds long, and I would have loved for it to be longer. I mean, it's just Muscle Man breaking some stuff for a very short amount of time.
What's up?
Things are really bad. We need backup now.
Dude, what's going on?
And honestly, if we got 5 minutes of Muscle Man just destroying stuff instead of that stupid wedding speech at the end, I probably would have loved this a whole lot more, but it's ranking really low just because of how short it is.
Fly if you don't cut loose.
And number 16 from the episode Karaoke video is just Muscle Man freaking out when he gets his gravy pouch punched in this big brawl out, with Pops going, loose, foot loose, and Muscle Man just has a gravy pouch attached to his chest for some odd reason.
Fly if you don't cut loose. Kick off the Sunday shoes.
God, I love his character so much, but he's just going around fighting, and this random dude punches his gravy pouch, and it causes gravy to squirt out of his nose, and so he screams and starts chasing after him. I would have loved the aftermath where Muscle Man is like, I don't know, shoving gravy into his mouth or something like that, but that's pretty much all we got. It's just a very short segment. I'm getting all the short ones out of the way first, because, I mean, they're just ones that should have gone on for a lot longer and given me more Muscle Man squealing noises.
Did it work?
And at number 15 from the episode World's Best Boss, when everybody is trying to repair the World's Best Boss mug that they found and unfortunately got destroyed, Muscle Man goes to pour some coffee in it, and because it's just glued up, it all breaks, so he flips the table in great Muscle Man fashion and steps on it. He just releases a little bit of a scream.
Did it work?
But then it just stops. It's halted right there, and you could have given me so much more. Muscle Man's one of his best traits is the fact that he gets super angry. How was he able to calm himself down so fast? I needed just a little bit more of it in my life, which is why it's ranking a bit low.
I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna push it.
And at number 14, it's going to be from the episode The Button, and Muscle Man is all like, I can't take it anymore, and just runs to try and press the button.
I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna push it. Stop.
But it's just everything that unfolds after that is just so odd to me. I mean, Muscle Man is a guy that could literally, like, pick up a house or something and start chucking it at someone. So for the way this unfolds with Muscle Man just slowly running, just barely pushing Benson over, and one of, like, the fakest pushes I've ever seen in the show, and then to just be held down by Skips grabbing his wrist, Rigby grabbing his wrist, and Mordecai choking him.
Muscle Man, chill!
I'm cool. Sorry, dudes.
It feels out of character for Muscle Man in his typical rage outs, but either way, it's a very interesting thing to see because it's different from every other time he gets mad in the rest of the series. It just feels so real to me. I don't know, just something about it's very different, but it's still ranking low because it's resolved pretty quickly.
No, I want to talk to somebody. 0, 0, 0.
At 13 is from the episode Kill It Radio, and it's just when Muscle Man is trying to call the DJ station in order to get his song played there, and it's just an AI talking to him the entire time, and it's just 0, 0, 0. I want to speak to a real person.
No, I want to talk to somebody. 0, 0, 0.
I'm transferring you to our bilingual system.
No! 0, 0, 0!
It's so funny just watching him just lose his mind on a phone call. I just love it so much, and he starts smashing the phone into the table.
Hola, llamaste radio, kill it.
I don't understand what you're saying!
Dude, Muscle Man, calm down.
I'm a failure of a boyfriend.
It's so funny. It definitely deserves to be higher than the other ones on this list, but it's not enough to make me, like, get out of my seat and start cheering for this man's anger.
Smelled like a pile of butts. You know who else smells like a pile of butts?
And number 12 is from the episode Under the Hood, and it's when Muscle Man is attempting to do stand-up, and he just bombs, even though he delivers an amazing my mom joke.
So, I just threw out my old couch. It weighed about 300 pounds and smelled like a pile of butts. You know who else smells like a pile of butts? My mom!
You know who else smells like a pile of butts? My mom! And just nobody even cheers for him. They throw a tomato at his face, and this causes Muscle Man to start screaming, saying they don't understand comedy, and start trying to attack the audience.
Excuse me, I said my mom.
Get off the stage!
You jerks are jerks! You don't even understand comedy!
Muscle Man, no!
And it's just scenes like this where, like, I understand that it's not the main focus of the plot. It's all about Mordecai and Rigby trying to catch Park Avenue. But either way, come on. Just let me watch Muscle Man just start doing a Modern Warfare 2 no Russian on all of these poor civilians. It would have been great. It would have made me laugh, and I would like it a lot more.
We're here today because my dad put a cactus under a cop in a bear costume who turned out to be an actual bear.
And then at number 11, it's from the episode Trucker Hall of Fame, and it's honestly just so funny the way that this one starts. It's just Muscle Man explaining how his dad died. He's like, my dad died trying to put a cactus under a cop wearing a bear outfit, which turned out to be an actual bear, and then he just starts screaming and breaking stuff.
We're here today because my dad put a cactus under a cop in a bear costume who turned out to be an actual bear.
Muscle Man! It's okay! It's okay!
But it's honestly just so funny. And then, I mean, we get another one later on in the episode where he's standing out in the field when he finds out that his dad is a forklift driver and just punches in his picture and starts rolling around on the floor.
No!
It's really funny. I can enjoy it for the most part. There's just way better crash outs in this one, but this one does have a little bit more emotional weight to it at least. It's progressing the story, that's why it's ranking a little bit higher. Other than that, it's just kind of amplified by that one joke at the beginning on how his dad died, which is a very, very silly way to pass.
No one tells my girl where she can and can't be on TV. She's a goddess!
And number 10 is from the episode Married and Broke, and when Muscle Man and Starla are trying to get onto the show to, like, actually compete to try to get their dream wedding, they initially get refused by this producer lady, which makes Muscle Man go like, my woman is a goddess, and then smashes his fist through the table and just starts laying waste to this room.
No one tells my girl where she can and can't be on TV. She's a goddess!
And I just think it's just the fact that Starla's always like, Mitch, come on, Mitch, don't do this, Mitch. Just amplifies the scene so much more. And then the, like, producer lady just going like, this? Oh, this could work.
You couldn't even handle her.
Mitch, calm down! Now this I like. You guys are in.
Wait, what?
Just makes it even better. It's just, I like it a lot. I think it's really funny. Just everything about it makes me laugh.
Whoa, I didn't know you were bald.
And number 9 is from the episode Bald Spot, and just all of Muscle Man's reactions to, being bald, his attempts to stop being bald, they're just all so priceless, but there's just a couple of them that are really important when you're ranking his crash outs. I mean, you have his initial one where he's, like, doing the hairspray, like the fake hairspray, and it starts melting off of his face, and so he starts screaming and freaking out while talking to Mordecai and Rigby and starts just rolling away while still screaming. Oh, it's so funny.
Whoa, I didn't know you were bald.
See you tonight, Muscle Man.
And then you just go on to later in the episode when he's having like that nightmare about Starla leaving him, and so he just picks up a chair and smashes it into High Five Ghost mirror. Yeah, really funny stuff.
Police! Arrest my ex. He's bald.
What? No, babe! No!
Hey, that's my mirror.
And then just later on in the episode, of course, the infamous where he's sitting in the toilet and, you know, he's just punching and slapping his tits, trying to get them to work, and he's coming like, come on, do it for her.
Come on! Come on! Do it for her! Starla!
It's so funny while he's just like squeezing them as tight as he can. Ah, so good. Makes me laugh so much.
I'm gonna turn your face into a meatball pizza!
And number 8 is from the episode Sleep Fighter, and I understand that this is kind of involuntary. It's not like he's meaning to crash out and get very angry, but, you know, is it any less funny even if it's involuntary? No, it's hilarious. I love it so much, which is why I'm ranking it up so high. I mean, the beginning of this episode is probably one of my favorite intros to any regular show episode, because it just comes out of nowhere with Mordecai and Rigby just sleeping, and then all of a sudden Muscle Man's just on top of Mordecai, just going like,
Muscle Man? Dude!
Muscle Man, quit it.
It's just so funny, and they just start battling Muscle Man. It's just so good. I love the opening of this episode so much. It's probably one of my favorites in the entire show, just because of just how random and how hilarious it is to have this giant fat green man jump on top of our Blue Jay and just start beating the hell out of him. I love it so much. It's so good, and it's one of my favorites.
He's breaking loose.
I'm gonna turn your face into a meatball pizza!
Dude, are you crying?
No!
Coming in at number 7 is from the episode Muscle Woman, and although Muscle Man crying is really funny, and I mean really funny,
Dude, are you crying?
No! Crying's for ladies, like you! I don't cry!
that's not really what I would consider a crash out, so I'm going to be looking at something else in this episode, and that just so happens to be when Mordecai and Rigby are trying to help him pick up some ladies, and they see a lady just shopping, and she's clearly single, and they're like, Muscle Man, go up to her, and he walks up, and he's like, so you're a chick? I can't do this! This heart only beats for one! Starla! It's just...
Hey, you're a chick. I was wondering if you wanted to. I can't do this! This heart beats for another! Starla!
It's so funny. What in your right mind? Like, why wouldn't he just be like, I can't do this, I need to go? No, but he just starts freaking out, rips off his shirt to reveal his Starla tattoo on his chest, and probably just traumatize this poor woman who was just shopping for literally a banana for one. Like, why would you do that? But it's so funny. I love it.
You want me to go be a gut model? I'll go be a gut model!
And in number 6 is from the episode Gut Model, and in this episode, Muscle Man is just being a prick the entire time because nobody wanted to come to his 5-year park anniversary because they were all super busy, and this eventually all boils over when he becomes a pregnant gut model.
Okay, fine! If this is it and you all want me to go so bad... Huh? You want me to go be a gut model? I'll go be a gut model!
And he doesn't actually want to leave, he just wants them all to appreciate and say that they need him, and this all boils over in an immense rage where he just starts going, then fry up everything, baby! And just starts putting a bunch of stuff in the fryer.
But this gut model's going out with a bang, baby! Whoa! Yeah! Fry it up, everyone! Fry up everything!
And just this immensely angry crash out where he is just putting a bunch of stuff in these fryers, and it eventually creates this giant grease monster.
It's my party and I'll fry if I want to!
But hey, I was all for it. I thought it was pretty funny with how angry he was getting. Very enjoyable. And eventually it all culminates with Muscle Man coming to his senses and having to stop it and getting his entire body fried by this grease monster. So overall, pretty dang good crash out, I would say. It's one of the more angry moments that we get to see a Muscle Man in the show. And number 5 is from the episode Muscle Mentor, and when Rig Baby is about to lose his job because Muscle Man pulls the cord, he clings on to Muscle Man, and Muscle Man's response to this isn't to, you know, rationally try to get him off. He starts freaking out like he is a literal horse, running around on all fours and just trying to get Rigby off at all costs. What else could you really need? I mean, it's just Muscle Man being deranged, being delusional, and eventually freaking out so much that they end up at the bottom of a lake and Rigby has to save his life. Yeah, it's just perfect. It's everything you could possibly need from a character like Muscle Man.
Look at Rigby's face.
And coming in at number 4, it's going to be from the episode See You There, and it's just the amazing moments when they accidentally splash soda into Muscle Man's face.
Look at Rigby's face.
Oh no, he's choking. Don't worry, dude, I got you.
Sick, your choke wad spat soda in my face.
And everything that happens after that, oh, come on. It's just history. All of his squeals, his crawling on the floor, his picking up the table and smashing it into a wall, and, it's just so good. I mean, they splash soda in his face not once, but twice, and both of his reactions are just, you know, priceless. They're so good.
Quit whining! Here's another soda, you big baby. Uh-oh.
Everything you love about Muscle Man can be found in just these small scenes right here. Just him screaming like a little piggy and freaking out just because of soda. And I mean, just to top it all off, it's the most deserved thing ever because he's literally just sitting there laughing at Rigby while Rigby is visibly choking to death. Yeah, so it's very deserved as well, and it's honestly just so hilarious.
Thomas did this?
Muscle Man?
And then number 3 is going to be from the episode Starter Pack, and Muscle Man is just brutally pranking Thomas this entire episode, which leads to Mordecai and Rigby staging a prank so it looks like Thomas gets them back so that they could hopefully be on equal footing.
This is obviously a job for a pro.
But Muscle Man does not take it like that. He gets dumped in garbage, and he's just like, Thomas did this, and just starts going on a rampage, picking up trees, throwing them at them.
Thomas did this?
Muscle Man?
He thinks he can prank his superior and get away with it? Huh? He's gonna wish he was never born!
Trying to kill Mordecai, Rigby, and Thomas, anybody in the process. Everything about it is just screaming pure, immense rage. Until eventually it all culminates when Muscle Man picks up this, like, building and throws it at Thomas's car.
It was us!
Killing Thomas. Of course, we know that Thomas was actually all in on it, on this prank, because it was actually a double prank where Muscle Man and Thomas were pranking Mordecai and Rigby at the same time. Mordecai and Rigby were pranking Muscle Man. Yeah, very weird concept, but either way, watching Muscle Man just lose his cool here in a very destructive, murderous path was honestly a lot of fun and made the episode way better, because if this didn't happen in this episode, it probably would have been pretty lame. So I really liked the ending of this episode, and the prank was really out of nowhere. Didn't really make sense how Thomas was able to do that, but I was was all for it, and it definitely made the episode way better thanks to this crash out.
You know who else lives in their car? Your mom!
You know who else has fat ankles? Your mom!
And coming in at number 2 is from the episode My Mom, and Mordecai and Rigby are sick of hearing Muscle Man's My Mom jokes all day, even though I think this episode has some of the best of them that are honestly just so hilarious throughout the entire thing.
Dude, Benson will blow a fuse if he finds out we were slacking off.
You know who else would blow a fuse if she found out we were slacking off?
We don't have time for this.
You know who else doesn't have time for this? You know who else says, my mom!
But they eventually turn it on him by saying things like, you know who else is so fat? Your mom! And Muscle Man just can't handle this. And just watching his face slowly turn evil and sour and more angry is just honestly so hilarious, until eventually he's like, you can't talk about my mom like that! Nobody ever talks about my mom!
You know who else lives in their car? Your mom!
You know who else has fat ankles? Your mom!
You know who else can't tell you?
Are you making fun of my mom? You're making fun of my mom!
And it's just very funny because it's obvious the entire time he's always making fun of his mom, so his reactions to, you know, hearing my mom jokes, yeah, it's very surprising to say the least. And this leads to him calling Muscle Bro, who for some reason is from the bottomless pits of hell. Why is there no lore for this guy? Why does he have a truck that could just come up from the depths of hell? Either way, very interesting, and this eventually leads to them making them eat a picture of Muscle Man's mom, which just turns out to be a picture of Muscle Man's ass.
You'll be sorry!
Please don't make us eat the picture.
Yeah. Very, very weird. I don't know how, like, his biggest crash outs, he usually, like, has a plan for when he gets angry to where it will backfire on the other people. But either way, this is one of his most iconic freakouts in the entire show, and so I gotta love it.
You should see the look on your faces! We got you good!
And coming in at number 1, what I truly believe is Muscle Man's greatest crash out in all of regular show has to be in the episode Big Winner. When Mordecai and Rigby trick him into thinking he's won $1 million, he goes on a spending spree, and when he goes to cash out his ticket, it does not go very well. It says that his ticket is void, he doesn't actually have any money, so he starts breaking the machine, throws it out of the building.
I want my money!
Dude, Muscle Man, calm down!
And this makes a bunch of, like, SWAT team members, all come to try to fight Muscle Man, which leads to him just murdering literally everyone. He gets no consequences for this, but either way, it's honestly an epic moment where Muscle Man is just literally throwing people, grabbing a dude by the ankle, and tossing him out of the building. Throwing a truck at somebody. Just killing people left and right, and nobody even cares at the end of the episode, which is crazy. I mean, Muscle Man literally kicks a dude's head off of his shoulders.
We pranked you!
He is 100% dead. Yeah, and Muscle Man's just, you know, it's fine after this. It's just the lottery company's problem for making these joke tickets. They shouldn't, you know, done that, so all of his murderous tendencies are just null and void. Yeah, very weird, but either way, it's one of the most epic scenes in the entire show, with just Muscle Man battling just squadron after squadron after squadron, as Mordecai and Rigby are trying to tell him the truth, and they eventually do, and he just gets punched in the face.
Yeah, you were just pranking us so much, we wanted to get you back.
Look at the ticket!
You guys pranked me?
But everything leading up to the end of that awesome battle was just amazing. I love it so much, and I truly think it's Muscle Man's best crash out in the entire show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if I missed any crash outs, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll give you my thoughts on them. Yeah, I hope everybody's day is going really well. I hope this video made your day a little bit better, and if you enjoyed it, yeah, I'm really glad. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.